Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Xuziyuan. Today, I want to share my research with you. The title is Mental Health in Support Survivors and Academic Retention Among College Students in Jiangxi Province, China. My study also looks at how cultural bias and stigma play a role in this topic. This is a quantitative study. I collect data from 400 students in Jiangxi Province. Let me walk you through what I found. So, our first slide, let me start with a quickly overview. My goal is simple. I want to know how mental health in support survival affect academic retention. In other words, do these survivors help students stay in school? I also want to see how cultural bias and stigma change this effect. For my research, I used a quantitative across-sentence design. I sent out a questionnaire with a 5-point Likert scale for 404 times students. For analyze, I used SPSS software like this. The key finding this consolidate survivors, peer support, accessibility, and awareness all have a positive effect on academic retention, but cultural stigma may weakness this positive effect. Next page. Now, let me explain why this topic matters. First, there is a recent mental health increase. Many college students in China face depression, anxiety, and strategies. This problem often leads them to lose interest in school or even drop out. Second, Jiangxi Province has a special student. It's as a large and growing student problem. Many students come from low income or real families. This makes them more at risk of mental health problems. At the same time, supporting systems are still limited. Third, there is the problem of cultural silence. Confucian wells teach people to see strong on their own and to protect family honor. Because of this, many students do not ask for help, even when help is available. Stigma is a stronger barrier. The members on this side how to show many students do not know about corporate mental health recurrence, how many fear stigma, and how mental health is linked to job risks. Okay, next page. My research is built on two well-known zeros. The first is techno zeros of student integration. These zeros say that students stay in school when they feel connected. There are two types of connection. Academic integration means the student is engaged in learning. Consolidating survivors help with this, but reduce academic stress. Social integration means the students feel they belong to a community. Peer support programs help build this feeling, which is very important for students from usual or disadvantaged backgrounds. The second zero is the health belief model. This model explains why people choose to seek help. It has four main paths. Piercing successfulity means the students believe they may have a mental health issue. Positive security means the students see the issue as seriously. Third, this also means the students believe the survivor will really help. And the last, they believe cultural stigma and across programs stop the student from using survivors. Together, These two zeros give a stronger basis of my study. Next page, this slide shows the strategies of my study. I have 4 independent variables. There are consolidating survivors, peer support programmers, accessibility of survivors, and awareness and communication. I have one main honor, that is culture, balance, and stigma. Now, let me explain how I did the research. My sample was 400 students. I choose this number to make sure the risks are reliable. I use a 95% confidence levels. This reliability of my question normal means by counter was between 0.74 and 0.88. This shows the questions were consistent and trustworthy. I used 5,000 bootstrap samples of the mental analysis. For the research decision, I used correlative cross-sense systems, cross-sense mentoring, based on a positive program. This helped me stay objective and produce research that can be recognized. For simple, I used to start random sampling. I believe students by drift try by on or other things and by academic discipline. So next page, let me show what I found about consolidating and peer support. Consolidating survivors have a strong positive impact on retention. Process help all students to deal with stress, normal problems, and personal strategies. Without this help, many students disengage or drop out. This fits with into idea of academic intonation when students feel in normal support. They stay around. However, in Jiangxi, many universities still do not have enough consolidating staff, and this gap drives high drop rates. Next, let me tell about accessibility and awareness. Accessibility means how easy it is to actually use the survivors, even when survivor existing. Parallax limited accuracy sure, long distance or weak distance information can stop students from getting help. When students believe survivors are easy to research and health and high quality, they are more willing to use them. This helps with early intervention. Answerness is also important. Many students simply do not know what survivors exist. Poor communication, like outdated webs, fear promises or unclear acknowledgements, make students fear there is no help. On the other hand, stronger communicate through stronger communication through social media and factor return can spare mental health information. When students know about these records, they are more likely to seek help early, which with no dropout. This slide explains the most part of my study. Why don't survivors always lead to betrayal? The answer is culture. Culture normal in China was seizing family honor and social harmony. Because of this, many students see mental health insured as personal affairs. They feel accessible to ask for help. The ideas to our behavior, students feel being called weak. They worry about being shared to their family. This is a circle for distress. disengagement, and finally drop out, even when good survivors are availability. Students do not use them. My study strategy from middling this means even strong consolidating and peer programs cannot fail work if stigma is high. Stigma negatives the positive effect of strategy support. But there is hope. Culture can help. You like communication and harmony while changing the harmful ideas can reduce the mentalation effort and encourage students to seek help. Finally, let me choose why my kids culture and recommendations. First, all for research, design consolidating, and awareness like this. Second, cultural balance and stigma art as a stigma negative medical. This means strategy survivors alone are not enough. Third, conflating and calculating this job is need to turn those drop rates. Based on these feelings, I have three groups of recommendations. For universities, please plan the consultation staff, launch culture, and peer-led programs, and inviting in Telegram and Mumbai support tools. For communications, please use meter change of online outreach, including social media, organize and factor referrals to raise mental health across the whole campus. For policymakers, please leave job start lines, positive mental health and female works to make sure residents are shared family no matter how big in school is where it is located. For future research, I suggest using long iterance designs, adding conclusions and question intervals, and compressing like more processing to send this finding on well-designed. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much for listening. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.